blatantly broke the law and laid criminal charges that he knew were not possible and it was false against 2026 Toronto candidate, Mr. Kevin Clark, which led to the near death of myself and my animal mates. We knew the charges were false right in the start because, number one, for a serious charge of arson, endangering animal and endangering human, what somebody will ask for. For arson, everybody should be around, I'll do it. And I've been arrested enough times for that, and I'm the most wrongfully arrested person according to 52 Division record decades ago. So at that period of time, I was the applicant, basically the prosecutor, as they say, in Canada's highest court, contested the appointment of Olivia Chow by the City of Toronto against the City of Toronto and Olivia Chow as an illegal act under the Provincial Municipal Elections Act, which had been going on for 450 days, and on that date, we were at the process to where we exercised Section 73 of the Supreme Court of Canada, which has never been done. And it's never been done. That has been a legal challenge to the appointment of someone to the office of mayor. And Olivia Chow naturally makes history as being the first person not to secure the office of mayor within the 90-day after election day provincial election. Because as I said, any one of the 6 immediate candidates are called mayor or elected as mayor. And without the fair democratic process where 50% plus one of the candidates is heard from, that's democracy, or she received 50% plus one of the votes. One of those two had to be fulfilled for it to be an illegal election, not a controversial election. Democracy is 50% plus one. So you can't have 102 candidates and have the one who you say mayor only facing 5% of the candidates. That's not democracy. She would have to face 50% plus one. With 102 candidates, 50% is 51. Plus one, she'd have to face 52 candidates. Or if she had gotten 50% plus one of the eligible votes, then you can argue that democracy was not binding, because democracy requires 50% plus one. But did she? She didn't come close to that. And hope in 2026, we will ensure that the media do not rig another election to put a media-focused mayor above the people's mayor. So my basic only opponent, really, unless somebody else stepped up and they can be served as good as I can, or as I would. So you have to be the best for you to be the best when it comes to love, kindness, compassion, service. And when it comes to public service, it has no monetary gain. Mr. Kevin Clark is tops. And when it comes to the future of the city, it comes to children. No one can deny that the number one children's rights advocate in the history of this country is Mr. Kevin Clark. You ask how can you make that claim? Because I brokered the largest children's rights case in Canadian history. 7 years after the death, murder, torture, and abuse of a 7-year-old child in Canadian. That's how I can make that claim. Because 173 rights of children in the province of Ontario came out of that. Number one children's rights defender is Mr. Kevin Clark. Miss Bernice Sampson was among the number one children's rights defender. Unfortunately, she passed last year. God bless her soul. But we will carry on to defend children's rights. And that's why I'm in these fields, monitoring them every day. My element, I go up and down each bill on 3 cities, wherever we're at. We did it for $41.75. And we do it for 75 Silver Spring we did it for 81 Charles, and we did it for 4,000 lawns, and you can see the results at 4,000 lawns. That building is immaculate now. And you can see the results here, 4301 Kingston Road, and wherever. And you saw the results at 81 Charles. You saw the results at 75 South. Because that's what Mr. Kevin Clark does. He's a publisher. So we all can enjoy what is guaranteed in this country for reasonable enjoyment of life. And if you have to live in a state where violence, drug addiction, alcoholism, mental illness, and all that, and disorderly conduct, feces, urine, and all that, when that is the environment, we cannot enjoy the reasonable enjoyment of life. And the same campaign is what we go on. Toronto media have been successful in defeating. Well, that was a part in this theory. And it has defeated me because we were not able to get the truth right. But you see, God takes what was meant for evil and turns it into good. Because all those times teach us how to address issues and solutions. Fortunately, I did not close my door, so we're going to do half this story right now, and then the rest. Then we will do the other half later on this evening, because I also made preparation for our children in the fight French. Pizza party will feed us tomorrow, so we are going to see the rest of it. Together we inspire. Together we will achieve. Together we're going to beat those who deceive. So they want to receive what they're not doing. To God be glory. They say, how can I do this without getting paid? Because it's not about politics and my God. It's about humanity and all of us. Precious in the Lord.